Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Todd Chrisley warns to watch where you spit. Chrisley knows best star and family patriarch. Todd Chrisley is sharing his words to live on his social media pages and fans are praising his wisdom. The entire Chrisley family is famous for sharing some pretty cryptic posts from time to time. Many fans even make a game out attempting to solve the mysteries behind the posts, including who they are directed to. Longtime Chrisley fans are aware that the family has a strong bond, that is most of them. Not for lack of trying to build a strong family unit over the years, there have been a few big bumps. Todd took to his Instagram to, in a way, get a few things off of his chest. Over the weekend, Chrisley shared a quote on his page stating, "Everybody's a saint when they talk about someone else's sins." Todd also headed to his comment box to add a few more words of wisdom, posting, "Be careful about spitting up in the air. You never know where it might land." Many Chrisley family fans are now wondering the meaning behind the post. Some believe that it may be directed towards Todd's oldest daughter, Lindsay Chrisley. Fans are well aware that over the years things between Lindsay and her family have been more than strained. As previously reported by TV shows Ace, Lindsay has promised to pen a tell-all book revealing all the Chrisley family secrets. Over the years, Lindsay Chrisley has spilled bits and pieces of information about her estranged family members, especially her father Todd. Lindsay claims she has had no contact with the family and cares nothing about having anything to do with any of them. Todd claims that he has attempted numerous times to mend fences with Lindsay, adding he is a phone call away should she need him. Lindsay Chrisley swears she wants nothing more to do with Todd Chrisley and family. Despite the Chrisley family's attempt to pull Lindsay back into the mix, there has been no luck. So since Lindsay has been teasing her social media followers of the said tell-all, is she now moving forward? If she does write this damaging book of secrets, it could be the reason behind Todd Chrisley's latest post. Following Todd's post, coincidentally, or not, Lindsay Chrisley also has a bit to say in a cryptic tone on Instagram just hours later. Her post accompanied a photo of herself and her son Jackson. Written along with the photo, "Don't miss what's coming because you're crying over what's gone. God isn't going to make it like it was before. He is going to make it better. The glory of this present house will be greater than the glory of the former house, says the Lord Almighty. So much goodness coming and I cannot wait to share." Todd Chrisley had always believed in three things: good manners, good faith, and good lighting. Even now, living far from the marble floors and lavish staging of his once glamorous reality TV life, those beliefs were as polished as ever. But on this particular Wednesday morning, Todd woke with a fire in his chest and a story begging to be told. It started with something so small, so ridiculous, that even Julie would have raised one perfectly sculpted brow and said, "Todd, honey, you cannot be serious." But Todd was serious. Dead serious. Because some brave, misguided soul, had spit near his walkway. Not on it. Not directly at the door. But just close enough that the offense felt personal. As Todd stood there on the gravel path outside his house, staring down at the shiny fleck of disrespect glinting in the sun, he felt a sermon swelling in his spirit. "This," he muttered, hands on his hips, "is how civilizations fall. One spit at a time." The neighbors were used to Todd's dramatic flair. Some found it entertaining. Some avoided eye contact. But all of them knew that when Todd Chrisley got that look, "The Lord, give me strength to deal with these people," look, something was coming. And oh, something was coming. A southern PSA nobody asked for. By noon, Todd had positioned a wooden chair on the porch like a general preparing for battle. A handheld fan lay beside him, because the heat was insulting today and Todd refused to sweat unattractively. He opened his phone, switched the camera to selfie mode, and pressed record. "Hey y'all," he began with that smooth charm the world knew well. "It's your favorite voice of reason, Todd Chrisley." He paused dramatically. "And I need to talk to you about spitting." Thousands of followers watching live probably expected a joke, a quip, or maybe a mini rant about Savannah borrowing his clothes again. But no, Todd leaned forward, eyes sparkling with righteous indignation. "Where you spit," he said slowly, "says everything about your character." He tapped his chest. "Everything." The comments flooded in instantly. "Todd, you okay? Is this coded shade at someone? Who spat on Todd? Let me at M." Todd held up one manicured finger. "Let me finish." And finish he did. "Now, I was raised in a good southern home. My mama taught me you don't throw trash on the floor, you don't leave your cart in the parking lot, and you do not spit anywhere another human being might walk. Because that's nasty. That's disrespectful. And it tells people you were raised without home training. He took a breath, placing a hand dramatically over his heart. If you're grown enough to spit in public, you're grown enough to walk your behind 3 extra steps and find a patch of dirt where nobody's going to step in your DNA. Savannah burst out of the house behind him, phone in hand, eyes wide. Daddy, why are you yelling at the world about spit? Todd didn't even miss a beat. Because, Savannah, this world is falling apart. People are losing their sense of decency. And it starts with the little things. If you don't watch where you spit, what's next? Parking crooked? Leaving 1 grape in the bag at the grocery store? Playing your TikToks out loud in public? Dad! Chaos, Savannah. Absolute chaos. Savannah sighed, but a smile tugged at her lips. She knew her father too well. When Todd got heated, it usually meant he was masking something deeper. The real reason behind the spit rant. Later that afternoon, after Todd's rant had gone viral with the hashtag #SpitWithSense, Savannah found him inside, sipping sweet tea like nothing had happened. She sat across from him, folding her arms. Okay, Daddy. What's really going on? Todd stared into his glass like it held the secrets of the universe. You know, he said quietly, people used to respect each other more. Back then, manners mattered. Integrity mattered. Taking care of your space, your family, your community. That's what made you someone worth knowing. Savannah softened. This isn't about spit. No, Todd admitted. It's about everything. He gestured around the room. We've been through a lot. People talk, people judge, people assume they know everything. And sometimes when I see tiny things like someone spitting on a walkway, I'm reminded how many folks out there don't think twice about how their actions affect others. He sighed. Manners represent mindfulness, consideration. And Lord knows this world needs more of that. Savannah walked over and hugged him, letting his head rest gently on her shoulder. Todd pretended not to get emotional, but his voice cracked. You're not wrong, she murmured. But Daddy, you know you can just say you're feeling overwhelmed. You don't have to declare war on bodily fluids. Todd huffed. Well, I already did. And honestly, I stand by every word. Todd's message echoes far and wide. By evening, Todd's video had been stitched into reaction clips, duets, memes, and even a remix where someone auto-tuned his voice into a surprisingly catchy song titled Watch Where You Spit, Baby. But what surprised Todd most was how many people agreed with him. Teachers, nurses, janitors, moms, dog walkers, random people from across the world saying, finally, someone said it. Todd read every comment with growing satisfaction. See, he declared triumphantly. This is what I do. I bring awareness. Savannah laughed. About spitting? No, Todd corrected, lifting his chin proudly. About respect. A final lesson from the porch philosopher. At sunset, as cicadas hummed and the sky softened into shades of cotton candy pink, Todd returned to his porch chair and recorded one last message. Y'all, he said gently, I know my little rant today sounded like I was fussing. And maybe I was. But hear me, the little things matter. The way you speak, the way you treat people, the way you move through the world. Those things say who you are long before your words do. He smiled. So yes, watch where you spit. But also, watch how you treat people. Watch what you say. Watch the path you leave behind. Because someone's following your footsteps, whether you know it or not. He ended with a wink. And if you spit in front of my house again, I will find out who you are. The internet exploded. And somewhere deep in his heart, Todd Chrisley felt just a little lighter, because sometimes speaking your truth, even about spit, was exactly what the soul needed.